Welcome back, everybody. Just want to say hi, Happy New Year. And at the beginning of the year, coming out of winter, I've invited my good friend Sarah Grant to come talk to us again. But this time, we're going to focus on how we can be prepared and enjoy the winter months and maybe look at our wardrobe and think, how can we make best use of it? One of the reasons I thought of inviting you, Sarah, was because my wardrobe can get very dark and gloomy, and I can end up walking the dog a lot and not dressing up. So I love to book myself up a cup of coffee with someone and make the effort to get some nice clothes on. And then the question is, what's the footwear? Which jacket goes with what? How to keep warm? Do we wear layers? And all of those things. Have you got enough scarves to go with everything? So let's get started and just ask, how's the winter been for you, clothes-wise and wise?
Thanks, Victoria, and hi, everybody. I mean, I'm a really cold morsel. I'm sitting here with this, and these are really handy. It's just one of those lavender bags. I stick it in the microwave because my hands are cold. And obviously, a lot of us don't want to put the heating on at the moment. So these are really good, ladies, just to stick them in the microwave, a couple of minutes, either put them in your hand, you can put them down your cleavage or somewhere. I just think they're great. So yes, I mean, for me, it's layers and layers. I mean, I've got, this one isn't there, but Marks and Spencer's do a brilliant thermal, which is fleecy inside. And it's just like a t-shirt. You know, years ago, we used to think of thermals as the old grannies ones, you know, where they were, is it Daymart or something? And then you had the long johns they used to match, and they were really old and frumpy. But the Marks and Spencer's one and the fluffy one, I think they're about £16 or something. And also Uniqlo, they do different ones. They do different necklines. I personally will never wear a high neckline because I've got boobs, so I need it lower. And under this, I also put a little singlet, and this is a thermal, because if you've got lots of different layers, each layer is capturing the heat, and that is the only way for me to keep warm. And jumpers, I love jumpers. That's all I wear in the winter with thermals, because I am so cold. I mean, I've got a friend that lodges with me who doesn't feel the cold so much, and she'll have a little cotton jumper, and I look at her and I'm thinking, oh, Mary, aren't you cold? So for me, it's always layers, and I always tuck my jumpers and the tops into my trousers. Stops the top riding up because I've got a muffin, so it can tend to ride over that muffin, keep it in your trousers, and it's, as your mum used to say, keep the kidneys warm.
I do the same, actually. In the winter, I can't stand that cold feeling on the back of my trousers and up my back. So I do tend to wear a t-shirt under jumpers and tuck that in securely.
If you get those little thin singlets, I will put that under a thermal as well, and I can guarantee you, I just don't get cold. But I find it's the extremities of me and my feet, so I always have thermal socks. And then I've got my sheepskin slippers on. I can show you, actually. These are brilliant, ladies, and they will always keep your feet warm.
Well, they look like Uggs rather than slippers, don't they?
These are from John Lewis, and they were brilliant. And you always need to make sure you need them a little bit firm because they do stretch. But I never get the ones where you just slip them on because you can fall and slip. So yeah, hi ladies, you do really want to see my Ugg boots, looking glam here and then.
Well, no, it's interesting because, you know, for me, the thought of slippers is always horrendous. And I do have something soft in the summer and open, but the winter slippers, and I used to work in a shoe shop when I was at school. I used to work part-time in shoe shops for the holidays, and we sell abundance of these, what I call granny slippers.
Yeah, they're horrible.
But I must admit, I too have cold feet in the winter, and I need good shoes and good good something warm.
Yeah, the one thing
the problem with socks, though, sometimes they slip, don't they? Do you have the ones with the padded little pads underneath, non-slip?
No, I mean, I have proper thermal socks, but the only trouble is I find, and I can't have them too thick, when you've got normal like leather boots,
Mhm.
Or they can take, then the boot fits perfectly, and then you put a thermal sock, it can be too tight. So I have got some proper UGG boots, which have got a proper sole that I can wear. But yes, always thermal socks. I don't wear trainer socks. I mean, I love my trainers, but there's no way I could wear trainers in this weather. I'd just be too cold. And I've got lily white legs. So no good. No, I just think in the, like jumpers, because I need jump clothing that is light. It's got to be light and it's better with a warm undertone. So I will buy jumpers often in the sale in the summer, because you can get that sort of autumn where they're still got lots of colours, because a lot of stuff is dark. But I have to say, this year I have found more colourful ones. I mean, this one was Benetton, and I can't wear if it's itchy, so I always have something underneath. But what I have been doing, because I had 2 weeks off social media, I've been knitting. So ladies, and people think of knitting as old granny things, but I'm going to show you these ladies. I've just done this one, and then I put the tassels. I still haven't finished it properly, but because the neck was too tight, I left the side open, and then I've got the tassels at the back as well. So it's just, finding funky jumpers in the winter for me is great. And the other thing that's really lovely is a coatigan.
Oh, yes.
And these, I've got one here, I'll show you. And again, it's my perfect colour. So it's a cross between a coat and a cardigan, but it is it's a knitted fabric, but it's not knitted with wool. So
is it lined? Do you line them?
No, these aren't lined, but it's, like you can see, it's slightly fluffy, but it's stretchy. But at least you've got, if you're going somewhere and you're not quite sure, having that and then having your layers. And I've had that, so I can keep it on, because it's not actually a coat, but it's that that's why it's called a coatigan. So I'm a great one for layering.
So it's the thickness of a coat, but the softness of a cardigan. So it won't screw up, will it? It won't crease, and you can
crease or anything. So and I always say, I've got my magic coat, which I've got here. Add colour. People think dark you can't wear. I mean, I don't wear white jeans. I've got winter white. I could wear white, but I love them so much, I wear them all in the summer. So I want a difference. So I tend to wear the winter white. But yeah, colour for me is like, this was a Hobbs coat. So you can see it's that lovely coral colour. And that, it just brings joy to us. And people say, well, I might go dog walking. Well, I'm not going to wear that. I haven't got a dog anyway. But you wouldn't wear that. But, pop a scarf on, wear some colour. Because so many people
a bobble hat. I don't look very good in, oh no, I'd look terrible in that. I like berets, and but then they don't keep your ears warm. So it's
I'm going to show you what that. It's funny because bobble hats, I mean, obviously if we're out walking, we can still be glamorous. I know when I take this off, my fringe goes flat. So what I tend to do is push my fringe back, then put it on. And at least when my fringe comes down, I just have to make it a little bit flat. Otherwise it's flat to my head. But yeah, for me, I really struggle with my ears. If the wind's blowing, I have been in tears with the pain. So I bought myself beads.
Now that's something perhaps I should invest in.
I can pretend I'm a DJ, but those really do make it, and they're a little bit funky.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't be seen with those, but why not? If you feel comfortable wearing something, wear it.
But they're very fashionable now, aren't they?
Yeah, and there's lots of gilets as well. They've got the down gilets where it's keeping the body warm. You don't always want your arms necessarily, but they're really good. And the other thing is, if you're going through the menopause, because obviously I'm through that, a boob tube. And I think Matalan, I know they did, if you've got a boob tube, but the long ones, you can tuck it in. If you're going through the menopause and maybe you're going out for dinner one evening, you're cold, if you've got a boob tube, you can just go to the toilet and just whip it down your trousers. You haven't got to take your top off. They're really, really worth having.
I haven't thought about one of those for years. So yeah,
takes me back.
One of the things that I found out was becoming fashionable again is leg warmers. Do you remember in the 80s everybody had leg warmers? I quite liked them actually.
I think they're really nice, and it's funny how things start coming back. And the other thing that's really good for keeping warm, I've got leggings. I wouldn't wear them out, but when you're at home and they've got that fleecy lining, and they are so nice to put on. So that's when you could put your slippers on and then put your leg warmers on. Have a bright coloured pair of leg warmers. Take it back to what's that program? That dance, that famous dance.
Fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was such a good one. So there's lots of things. So always layering, and obviously if you can bear to wear wool, as I said, I can't against my skin. Wool, any of those fibres, cashmere, will always keep you warmer. I mean, my girls come back and Lucy might say, "Mum, I'm cold." I said, "But you've got a sweatshirt on." A sweatshirt, I did buy her a thermal and she was internally grateful. But sweatshirts, they're cotton. They're not going to keep you warm. You need things with fibres to capture that heat.
And pashminas and things like that are still fashionable, aren't they? Although you don't see many people wearing shawls or what are not the capes, what are they called? Yeah, the capes, you know, the Mexican type of ponchos. They were fashionable.
Yeah, the things with
put them over the coat.
Yeah, the things with shawls is you've got the ends flapping about. So what I usually do, let me see if I can show you on this scarf, if I've got one on, is saying that's around let's pretend this is a poncho. Hold on, that's getting on there. Is if you get like a little brooch, or you can use earrings. I'm going to be doing a video on earrings. And you put that there, it stops it flapping around, so it feels like you've got more of a cardigan on.
Okay, yeah.
Or if you've got two little brooches, or you can get pins, and it just keeps it together, and it's easy to wear.
Yeah. So what about snoods and things like that? Are they still around? Can you still buy them? Are they any good?
You can. I mean, I haven't got one, but they are good. Or I say I haven't got one. I've got a scarf that's an infinity scarf. And then I can wrap it round twice. And if it starts to rain, which is really good, at least I can pull it up. It will help a little bit with getting the frizz away. So yeah, anything that's round your neck will always keep you warm. And my sister's over from Tasmania, and I have to keep telling her, take gloves, take a scarf. I said, because if you don't use them, it doesn't matter. But so many people think, oh, I don't need it. And then they get caught out. So I always say, go well prepared. Even in my car, I have a blanket in the car. I'll keep things, hand warmers that you put in your gloves, keep those in the car, because they're just another thing to help you. So yeah.
Well, if you've got a car, I always say put everything in the car, and then you've got it if you want it, or if you break down. That's the other thing. So how about being glam then? What are the colours this year, or as we go into the
Pantone? The Pantone this year is like a pinky mulberry colour coming out at the moment. So yeah, just find the colours that bring life to you and bring you joy, because you know me, I love colour. I mean, I love my neutrals, which are those beiges, creams, those sorts of colours, but it's a bit the same as in your home. I always say to people, look at the colours that are in your home and how that affects us. I often do this visualization where I have two wardrobes. I get people to close their eyes. So this is just a really, really short version. And I should say, open the wardrobe on the left, and inside is this really dark, dismal day and all the emotions that come with those oppressive days, which we've had a few of those lately, and how it makes us feel. It stops us going out. We want to eat more. We want to hide. We don't do our makeup. We don't do our hair. Whereas open the other wardrobe and you've got the blue skies, you're sitting with friends having wine, you've got the warmth, the smells, the colours, you know, and what wardrobe do you want to open? And 99% of the time, people want to open that colourful one. I did have one lady that wanted to open the black wardrobe. She said, because I want to hide, and yet she had pink hair. So the NLP side of me, I think, oh, I'd like to explore that, but it wasn't the time or the place.
Yeah, so you bring NLP into your image consultancy, don't you, and help people, because I also think that you're brightening up somebody else's day as well. You know,
I always say to people, dress how you want to feel and not how you're feeling. I know, as I said, I've had 2 weeks off social media, and my sister's over from Tasmania. I've had the children back, and I just wanted to live in the moment. So I'll always put a bit of makeup on, even if it's mascara and a little bit of lipstick. I'll always make sure my hair's okay. But my energy level had gone much, much lower. And I've come out of that period. Obviously, you can get stuck in that period down there, and you think, well, how am I going to get out of this? And, you know, as soon as, you know, I did my hair this morning, did my makeup, and just my mindset. It's all about our mindsets.
And you don't want to go shopping when you're in that mood, because you'll buy some more brown and black.
You'll buy things that aren't going to bring you joy.
Or flattering. You know, I think the thing is, when you feel vital, you actually feel like having something that fits a bit better, rather than something that hides you or covers everything up. I
know that, as I've spoken to you before this, energy levels are a little bit low. And yesterday I went to buy some kindling for the fire, and ended up in Pure Gym near me. And I know for me that I haven't done exercise, because I left where I was before for about 5 months. And that to me makes a major, major difference, because it gets the energy flowing, and you don't have to do mounds, but yoga, stretching, and I can really feel a big difference. So I popped into Pure Gym, spoke to somebody, fabulous guy, and I'm signing up, because I know how much better I feel. But it is when you're stuck in that moment, you think, how am I getting out of this? But if you take those tiny steps, one thing leads to another. And I think if you've got friends around you, telling them how you feel, that you've got really good friends and they're listening to you, and really taking on board, because some people want to take away the conversation. So make yourself with really good friends, and have accountability buddies. That's another thing, you know, because we can feel lonely if you're on your own. Well, sometimes when you're on your own, it's hard to get back into a gym or a Keep Fit class, even if it's for gentle exercise or a chair yoga or anything. And I think I was having a conversation a few weeks ago with a couple of other people about, oh, what would we wear? We'd have to go and buy new shoes, or we haven't got the right leggings, or there's so many poses at these places, and you might not fit in. And my answer is wear comfortable stuff and just go and try it, and you can buy that stuff later if you're still committed. And I remember when I used to go to the gym, they used to have the little crop tops which you wear. People don't wear that now. When you think of like things in Sweaty Betty, most of them are just t-shirts. Get a baggy t-shirt, but get something that's colourful. But you know, you don't have to wear black at a gym, you know, and just be bold. Everybody's in the same position. We're not competing with the youngsters, you know. And I think I spoke to a guy who was a PT trainer, and I thought, I'm going to have one session with him just to get me back on track. And, you know, people don't care anymore. It's you just go and do it. I mean, I see people running. I've seen a few larger ladies running, and I think I put my hand up when I'm in the car, and I think, good luck to you. You know, go and do it. Yeah. So there's lots to think about. I know some people are looking and yearning for the spring, but we've still got quite a few months yet of winter and cold weather on the way. And like you say, we're still thinking about keeping warm indoors.
So I think you've given us some really brilliant tips there. I can't think of anything we've missed except perhaps underwear, but I'm sure we could all
Yeah,
find
I would
some
just
more
say,
examples.
ladies, yeah, I would just say, you know, get up, do your hair, put mascara on, a bit of lipstick, and try and change that mindset, and get moving. Get moving is major.
Yeah,
Dress how you want to feel. You know, start looking at the summer clothes just to inspire you a bit. And you know, I think when we have those nice thoughts that yes, we got a couple of months of grotty weather, but I think as soon as March comes, you start seeing the flowers, you start seeing the colours. It gives us hope that
yeah.
the sun is on its way, new beginnings, and it's lovely. So yes.
Thank you. I really hope people take on board a lot of things that you've shown us and talked to us about. And that also, if you're listening and watching this today, you know, please do wear some colour, because I get fed up looking at black, and I certainly got rid of all the black in my wardrobe. I've got a few little bits, but my issue is having black coats because of the just accident, really. But I've got lots of colour in my wardrobe, and it's good to get it out and wear some colour in the winter. So be happy for other people.
If you're going to wear a black coat, get a scarf, or if you're really quirky, change the buttons. I'm a great one for changing buttons, and you could put some quirky buttons just to, you know.
Yeah, have fun. I think seeing you knitting and knowing that you sew things and create things, if any of the people watching this now, if any of you want to get creative, perhaps Sarah's given you some good ideas, you know, like you say, just jazz it up with a scarf, or sew the scarf, or sew the poncho sleeves and put new buttons on, bit of ribbon, colour, and I like also that you mix up your textures, don't you? You know, you've shown us quite a few different textures there. That's really helpful.
The gilets now, as they say, they've got fur gilets, and I've had some of mine for years, and they come back into fashion. Obviously, they change slightly, but yes, I mean, it's like I've got a lovely summer skirt. It's a longer one with a tier on the bottom. It's all shades of greens and cream, and it's got a bit of black in it. So in the summer, I'll wear it with a t-shirt, might with trainers and flip-flops. But in the winter, I'll still wear it. I went to an event before Christmas, and again, when you think of the word petticoat, we think of a mum's petticoat, but they're not. You go into Marks, put one underneath, it's just another layer. You could have tights. So again, you're layering and sandwiching. And I've got boots on, black boots, a cream funky jumper, tuck it in one side, let the other side hang out with a belt, hair done, off I go.
Lovely. Sounds interesting. So I recommend everybody pops over to your website and to find you on Facebook and Instagram, etc., LinkedIn. And you say you've not been active for a little while, but I know there's a lot of people on there, and I'm sure you're going to boost it all up now that we've started January.
Anybody, I know me, I love people. You know, I was in a shop the other day helping a lady, and she was in mint velvet, and I was giving her and I just love giving people information. I was telling her what you can do with the buttons. You know, that button goes there, and you twist the button, and the button holds round, so it makes a different shape. So yes, you know, if anyone wants to just a chat, happy to do it. It's no obligation. I'm not that sort of person.
Great. And what's your website? Where can people find you, Sarah? It's
www.sarahjanegrant.co.uk, and I'm on Facebook as Sarah Grant Image Consultant, and Instagram is I am Sarah Grant, I think. Was it terrible? I LinkedIn, so yeah.
I'm sure the one, as long as people find your website, your social media's on there, and if they find you on Facebook, you've got your website on there, so it's pretty easy. So that's Sarah Grant.
I'm just going to say a few tips for the ladies while they're on. Ladies, earrings do not have to be just for your ears. I'm going to do a little video on this. So these earrings have got the blue, but what I could do, if I didn't have a necklace on, I wanted a bit of detail, you could put them either side here, because they're the blue, it's marrying up, you can see them. So I could put my earrings, obviously you make sure you've got good backs on them, but earrings you can do so much with. They don't have to be for the ears.
They'd be nice in the scarf, wouldn't they, with a nice backing? I like pins, and I used to wear a lot of brooches with scarves and things. So.
Do so many things.
Yeah, it's been really exciting talking to you. It's interesting, and you stimulate ideas and memories of what perhaps we've done before that we could do again, and some new ideas. So I recommend everybody goes to look at Sarah's website and find her on social media. And thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you. I'll tell you what I was going to do, Victoria.
Oh,
sorry.
No, it's all right. Sarah never stops.
That's
what she does.
Going to do, because I love doing it. It's going to do coffee morning. One Monday for 2 hours. It'll be about £10. People can bring clothes, any of their questions. It's a coffee morning catch up, and we can talk fashion. You can ask me questions. So I'm thinking of doing that soon.
Yeah, so definitely go and find you on social media, and I suppose it'll be on social media and not on your website so much, will it?
I'll be on social. I'll put something on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tag you in when I post this. I'll put your details up there as well. Okay. No, it's lovely. It's really lovely because it is something that's so important to us as people. The way we dress, the way we feel. And to be honest, if you're hungry and cold, you don't do your best. So make sure you eat well, ladies, and keep warm. Do some of the things that Sarah's mentioned and bring some colour and spice into our lives. Okay, thank you very much, Sarah, and see you again soon. Bye.